It's nothing new. This is how the climate is most of the year, but then this is supposed to be summer and then it's not summering.
Bring me into golden sunlight.
It's my off day today, and since morning I have been such an lazy ass. I don't know. I set an alarm at 8 o'clock, but I just could not get up. Actually, I worked the night the previous day. Yesterday I was night off, so slept the whole day. I didn't go to gym yesterday, and then I slept again at around 1 o'clock in the night, and then I could not wake up in the morning. So climate is not that good. Let me show you. This is the balcony outside. It's a bit raining. It's cloudy. It's nothing new. This is how the climate is most of the year, but then this is supposed to be summer and then it's not summering. It was quite summery in the May. It was so hot that I was feeling like going back to India for a while. But then the difference between Indian summers and the summers here is it's very hot, but then there's no air. It's just like you are trapped in a hot room, and it just makes things worse, I think. Anyways, so what I did, I woke up, I forced myself to wake up, got ready. I thought I would have some energy by the time I wake up, but I did have my breakfast. However, didn't do anything. Ah, my things are falling. Okay. So after my breakfast, I watched some motivational videos on YouTube. Even then, I could not do anything. So I was like, instead of scrolling on Instagram and then just brain rotting, I would rather sleep. So at around 11 o'clock, I went to sleep again and woke up at 12:30. Again, woke up, watched some videos, and then I was like, if I'm not going to gym right now, let me at least cook because tomorrow I'm working, so I'll need food. So here we are. I'm going to cook some tofu. I have some tofu here. The potatoes, this will be for carbs for today and tomorrow. It's about 350 grams of potatoes, and then this tofu is for today. Then I have some spinach, then some frozen broccoli and edamame. Yeah, and then these are my spices, and this is some turkey.
Bring me into golden sunlight. If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side.
About 250 grams, and I have some chicken breast piece for tomorrow. Let's go through the cooking process together, okay? Can you see this? Can you? So I don't use much oil, okay? So what I'm going to do is, and honestly, I'm not here some chef, all right? I am one of the worst person to cook, but I love cooking. For me, I love my meals. The most important part of my day is my meals. And if I get a call someday asking, "Hi Nikita, can you do a shift tomorrow instead of day after tomorrow?" the first thing I'm worried about is my food, what I'm going to eat, because I don't prefer eating out. I do sometimes, but then the restaurants that I pick are far away from the hospital, and then I can't go there on my breaks, and I can't order as well because it takes time. I prefer cooking my meals at home. Even if I'm working for 3 continuous days, I will be cooking for next 3 days today. and I'll make sure that my meals are ready. Even if it's not, if something like tofu that I'm going to make on spot, I'll come home, I will have my veggies sauteed. So I'll just come home, cut the tofu quickly, saute it, put some veggies, put some potatoes, or maybe I'll have some bread as carbs, and I'll have my meal. You know what I mean? Meals, my food is the most important part of my day. So I just got a call earlier, so I could not short. So here I have some spices, and then we'll just let it cook for some time. Doing one night can mess up my whole routine. I used to love doing nights when I came because you don't have to deal with a lot of people, no relatives, no multiple people coming and asking you for stuff. Night, you do your thing, take care of the people, give handover, come home. Since I started going to the gym regularly and then doing my diet and everything, I realized that I'm not getting results because my sleep is not proper, because during the day I can't sleep more than 4 hours for some reason. So while these potatoes are getting boiled, we have kept some water here to boil. So here we are going to blanch our spinach. The heat is still on, but I'm just going to let it soften a bit in this hot water. Who's going to dip this? So yeah, that's what I was saying. And then since going to the gym, I realized that it's not benefiting me, even though I'm putting a lot of efforts. I'm not being able to see like the results. So I started investing for more. Sorry about that. Started requesting for more long days. So since there's 12 hours of shifts, long days can be more tiring. Even nights most of the times are busy. It depends on how sick your patients are. We also do kind of endocrine patients, so you also used to get a lot of patients on variable rate and stuff. So you have to be there like every hour, checking this, that, ketones. Working like a day, and it doesn't make really a lot of difference. The most hectic thing about nights is you have to wash a lot of patients during the day. When you take the handover, your patients are already washed by the night team. So I think that used to help, and now. So this is ready. I'm going to take it away. Spinach will go directly in my tiffin box, and every time I eat my meals, I'm just going to take some stuff and then microwave it. So since I started doing long days, it's a lot better. However, you get less paid. Your salary will come less because you are obviously paid more because of the night shifts. Just feel like it's not worth it. Doing nights continuously, which is not good for your health, I feel, since I have become a lot of more health conscious now. Yeah, now I completely cannot shift my routine from like night to day. I have to do few nights unless I see a occupational therapist and get a certificate from them, a medical certificate that is not suiting my health or something like that. So until then I do nights, but then it's like 3 days I'll do long days, one day I'll do night, or 2 long days I'll be doing, and then one night. That one night just messes me up. Like you see, if I would have a day off yesterday, I would have done a lot of things. Cook, maybe go out, go to a cafe, do something or the other thing. But then since because it was my night off, I didn't do anything. I did not even move out of the house. Although this is the new thing, I gym on my nights. After my nights, before my nights, on the days of my nights, I have just started to take those breaks which are much needed. And yeah, I just feel like I need to move away from nights. I'm going to cook these veggies for tomorrow. I don't have much utensils, so I'm going to use my pressure cooker. Here we have my frozen veggies. Then I'm going to chop off some. My camera is falling. I'm going to chop off the carrot, add into it, and we are not adding any oil again. Just going to steam it with some water, pepper powder, and some salt and turmeric. I don't know, this is just moving. Actually, I didn't know that a spoon of oil contains about 200 of calories. So I don't like to make a lot of fuss about shopping and the taste. I'm one of the worst person to learn cooking from, honestly. Because potatoes are ready, I'm just going to let them cool before I refrigerate them.
If I'm going with you, I know we'll get to the other side. Sinking in, I know this feels right. Catching a breeze, love moving through me like a wildfire, like a wildfire. Never be safe. Never you calling my name, I'm taking my sweet time. Hey, whatever the plan, I know I'm holding the best of me out of my head. I know you are.
Obviously, not the ideal way people cook in India. My mom eats a. My mom used to be a chef, and then she has very nice ways of cooking. She cooks delicious meals, but for me, eating healthy is a priority over eating tasty meals. So I'm being known for cooking for survival and not cooking to have joy. I am glad that I don't use food as my emotional coping mechanism. Like, I do eat a lot of sweets once in a while during my periods and stuff, but otherwise, I prefer having my meals this way, bland. You can call it bland diet. I'm on bland diet, but I really love it. I really enjoy eating because it's not bad when you cook potatoes like this. They are so yummy, and there is some meat getting cooked here, some veggies, and then I'm going to add some sauce if I like. If it doesn't taste good at all, and it's fine for me. I'm okay with it. And that's the reason I don't call my friends anymore for meals. I used to call earlier, now I don't call anymore because my diets are like this. And I plan my diets, I plan my meals, I plan for next 2 to 3 days, And if I'm supposed to call someone, here are most of the Indians and they like chicken gravy, stuff like that. I do cook them once in a while. But since I'm used to cooking like this, it's very difficult for me to go back to the normal Indian food. I love Indian food. My cheat meals are biryani. Anytime I feel homesick, not well, my periods are coming, something is happening, I order biryani and eat it very joyfully. But then, most of the times, 80% of the times, this is what I eat, and I love it. Earlier, when I came here, I used to cook the simple meals that I used to cook at home. Less oil, but then the same chicken curries, fish, dal, khichdi, that used to be my comfort food. Then I started going to the gym. Started eating in portions, but I would always overeat. Not in the way that a big portions, but adding oils, adding sauces, adding a lot of carbs, having a lot of dark chocolates, thinking that it's just a dark chocolate, it's good for health. And since I have been tracking my calories, counting my calories, I realized that I used to overeat my maintenance calories. So, and when you start learning about diets, it's a long way to go. It never ends, I feel. It's too much, it keeps going. I learn about something and then there's something else to learn about. So, I don't complicate it. I try to keep it simple. Now I understand that what I need to eat, how much carbs, how much protein, how much fiber. When I would not focus on fiber, my gut health was messed up. I got a lot of pimples. And obviously, because when you eat a lot of proteins, it needs fiber to push it away. Otherwise, you get constipated, a lot of issues with your digestion. So, just to prevent that, you need to make sure that you have a lot of veggies and greens in your diet. So, that's the reason I do this thing once in a while, or once or twice a week. I get veggies and then I cook it on the same day, because I keep it even before I used to get it, but I would never cook. Since I have tried this method now, I have veggies with every meal and then it has helped me a lot. Here comes the meal for today. Here we have some tofu. I'm going to add a half tablespoon of ghee here, and then some jeera, some haldi, some pepper powder, salt, and I'll just saute the tofu here. I really didn't know how to cook tofu until last week. I came to this recipe after frequent experiments, I would say. Earlier, I tried air frying. That was one of the stupid thing that I did. You can't do anything with the tofu in the air fryer, but somehow I tried, and yeah, it didn't go well. Then I started making egg and tofu burji. That used to be quite good, but then the volume used to be a lot, and I could not finish it like within 2 meals, lunch and dinner. So I started this since last week, and then it's pretty good. Cut the tofu, add some veggies which are already sauteed, and you're done. The worst part comes here, these utensils. I mean, even when I clean all the utensils, most of the utensils when I'm cooking itself, even then, I still have a full sink of utensils. These are not mine. We live in a shared house. People leave their shit just like that. But honestly, going down in the kitchen, cooking all this stuff while talking to you guys, while interacting, did really help me a lot. I came back to room with a different energy. Before I head back to my room, I made sure I clean the kitchen, keep my things back in my small cute drawer. I don't have space. That's the reason. And although I didn't want to go to gym, I just pushed myself. Last 2 days I didn't go because of the nights, and I was like, I can't skip it today. because tomorrow I'm working long day and I don't know how busy it's going to be. So today was the time I had to show up. Although I went in, but honestly, I didn't do much. I quickly got my stuff from the locker, stretched for a while, and just did two exercises: three sets of hip thrust, three sets of RDLs, and I came back home. Honestly, I feel bad because even though I went, I did not do a lot or a productive workout. But then I can't beat myself up for this because I did show up. It was not easy, but I did show up. And this is what I believe. This is what counts on the difficult days, on the difficult moments like this. These tiny steps add up to your consistency and to your discipline. Came back home, had the meal that we prepared earlier, took shower and had my nighttime tea and prepared myself for a long day tomorrow. Thank you so much guys for watching. I truly appreciate it. I really felt so good after talking to you guys. Thank you for watching and do subscribe for more videos like this. See you next time. Take care of yourself. Bye.